You're listening to the Jay Bird Watching Podcast, the official podcast of jaysjournal.com and fansite.com. We are the official ballroom chat for everything Toronto Blue Jays baseball, from game highlights to rumors and all the stuff in between. Here is your host, Craig Borden, with co-host Jason Lyons and Liz McGuire. Now let's talk some Toronto Blue Jays baseball.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another evening of Jay Bird Watching. We are live for Fan Appreciation Night, basically, here on the show. We're going to talk all things Toronto Blue Jays baseball while we watch the game for you with at least an hour. And I'm your host, Craig Borden. I'm here with the normal gang. We got everybody together. Liz McGuire, number one babe. How you doing?
Good, man. I'm good. It's been a pretty up and down week in Toronto Blue Jays baseball, but I'm mostly just upset about the Yankees as well as their own performance, but I feel like I'd be less in my feelings if, and even maybe it was Tampa Bay beneath us. Although Tampa Bay is creeping up. Frig them.
Yeah, they are sneaking up slowly but surely, and they got a guy that just hit 40 home runs last night in the world's smallest minor league ballpark, but that's besides the point. Bro, hey, that's Brotani, Jason Lyons. How we doing, buddy?
Real good. I mean, it's like Liz said, it's been a real up and down, week and a half sort of in Blue Jays baseball. Personally very busy, and just today there's been a couple of really large fires that aren't too far out of Vancouver, and so it is smoky and it is stinky and it is tough to breathe. So that nice little reprieve to be inside and have the door shut and, all the rest of it. Yeah. Oh, and I'm sorry to the people that I lied to you about Bob File being on the show today. I got so excited about him being on the show next week. I lied to you.
I didn't get that. I was like, oh, and then I was like, oh no Bob File today.
No, it was on File. Even on Fan Appreciation Day, I can't not lie to the people. I'm sorry.
Exactly. But on that note, we will have the File report officially with us next week. So, and to your point, his friend Folder, maybe, I don't know. So anyways, it has been a crazy week, but we're going to start this off by at least announcing tonight what my evil little plan for a giveaway is. Y'all have seen me hold this up for what we were going to do for a giveaway here for this wonderful piece of wood with a giant Blue Jay logo that is clearly bigger than Craig's head. Tonight, if you're listening and you're watching, this is how simple it is. In about 2 seconds, I'm going to hit the post button on our Twitter account. You're going to retweet this, and it's got a link to our show live to get more people into the episode tonight to hang out. The more retweets, obviously, to help us out and get more people into the thing. But anybody that retweets the thing out is automatically entered in. So I'm going to do a duck race at the end of this show to announce the winner. So basically 55 minutes and counting away from now, we're going to announce who wins this right here live on the show. It's going to be a fun time.
Be super sweet in your man cave or she shed, as they I don't want to make everyone inclusive of what they're I know we've got a few female listeners that would probably have a pretty decent she shed going on. So yeah, super fun. I love it.
So the link is live now. So head over to Twitter. If you're not watching this currently on Twitter, go over there, go to our account, give it a follow and a retweet, and I will get you entered in for a chance. And you'll see the wonderful shenanigans of the duck race that I have all planned out so we can see who wins. And Jason and I and Liz are going to cheer for whoever's ducks are in the first and commentate while we do it. So it's going to be hilarious. Shenanigans will be had. So anyways, second thing, what in the world has been up, down, this thing, left, right, all over the place for the Toronto Blue Jays over the last week? Liz, you've been at many of these games. What the hell is going on?
Also, man, I got a confession. These are my confessions. I did boo our closer. Now, I know there's a lot of people like we shouldn't boo our own baseball team. But listen, man, you get paid a lot of millions to throw like 3 pitches, maybe 9 pitches. And if you give off 2 dingers, like on the first couple pitches, like I'm gonna boo you. If you give up a 4-run lead, I'm gonna boo you. And it's not because of the system, maybe it is, but you need to be better at baseball for me. And so, but here's the thing: if it was somebody who's like, Brandon Little the other night when he had a hard time defending, he made a really good play. That is not a repeat problem. It's not a problem I'm worried about forever. So I'm not going to boo you. I'm on your team. You're having a hard time. I'll be there for you. But if this is a common problem that I'm seeing over and over and over and over and over, and it's costing us games, and there is a side to the crew that's saying, Liz, like we are number 1 in the division, like we're getting there. Things are great. It's like, no, we tried so hard. We've lost for so long. We have lost for so long. We've not won a playoff game in over 9 years. Like, this is our chance. We can't be giving away games and having home run problems with our closer. So that's my how I'm doing. The games have been absolutely awesome. The vibes are immaculate. Tickets are real expensive. I think for the Saturday game, the tickets for a 500 nosebleed face value are $90.
What? That would be easily the most I've paid for a game outside that one that you and I had to go for freaking
No, but these are nosebleed 500s. Nosebleed
Yeah.
500s. Anyway.
Ugh, rough. Jason, bro, what you thinking?
I mean, I think the biggest thing is it almost is to the point where a couple of years ago the similar thing happened where every time we had to go to the pen, it was just like rolling the dice. Like we had no clue what was going to happen. It was bad, man. And the thing for me right now is Hoffman operates with a fair amount of confidence, and he has just not had that same sort of swagger. It's been fake for the last little while. So I mean, I feel like it is what it is. I mean, some of the guys have been good. The defense has been quite sound, but you just can't keep giving up long balls, and you can't keep, like if you're going to put the ball into play, then that has to be the setup. Like you can't have your infield drawn in and throw pitches that are going to induce hard contact. That's not baseball. Like if you're going to do that, then everything has to spin. Everything has to be down in the zone and away and inside. And you can't leave anything, anywhere near the middle of the plate or somebody will hammer it. And I mean, that's what seems to be happening. And then the other thing that I cannot get my head around is how often the Jays are giving up stolen bases right now. It is absolutely insane. Like and their lefties are giving up more than their righties. Like it should be almost impossible to steal on a lefty. And I mean, I was watching the other night and the one guy stole basically before the ball had been pitched on a lefty. Like he doesn't even come off the rubber. He doesn't even try to throw to first to get the out or disengage and try and make a play on it. And
yeah,
I think in some cases it speaks to, again, we've been over this a number of times, well, the unathletic pitchers that there are in the league right now. And I think in some cases, like even watching Brendan Little, butterfingers a ball all over the ground the other, like, I mean, it's like they pull a guy out of the crowd who can throw, 100 miles an hour and then hope he can try and get the ball to first base. It's bad. Yeah. And I mean, it sucks because I mean, Springer is like just otherworldly right now. Bo Bichette is having one of the best seasons a Blue Jay player has had in a long time. Vladdy's good. Varsho's good. They're all good. And offensively, they're like the UNLV running rebels of the late 80s, early 90s, where it was like, oh, you're going to put up 100. We're just going to throw up 142. We don't care about your 100. In fact, we don't even care if you score 132. We're just going to outscore you in the end of the day. And I mean, that works for a bit. I find it's a little easier to do at home when you have last AB, but even to watch some of those losses to the Reds, I mean, the Reds are battling, but they're not a great team, and the guys who are killing the Jays were their 7, 8, 9 hitters. Like they're 9 hitters. Like right now. All right, did it happen again? That guy's unbelievable. But it's been very frustrating to watch, especially when the offense has been so good. And defensively, they've been strong too. Like there's been a lot of really good plays made in the outfield. There's been a couple of very hard double plays turned. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was floored to see IKF back.
I was delighted too.
Fun one.
What a good one.
Crazy. And seems to be producing. I mean, how long that's going to last is anybody's guess, but I feel like
on that one, he went from having no chance of going to the playoffs to having a chance to be very deep in the playoffs. So I'm assuming the morale is pretty high for IKF.
Yeah, IKF never had a beef with him. He was competent. He was a good player.
Yep. Go ahead, Jason.
I just, and then, like I'm talking to buddies, and I'm fortunate to have a lot of friends and peers and stuff that do check out the cast and are Blue Jays fans. And So like everyone was spitballing last night, like, you know, is Manoah going to be the great white whale that comes in and saves them as a reliever? Is, you know, like, what are they going to do? Are they going to finally let Varland, you know, pitch the closing part where a guy that throws his velocity should be? I feel like he's more reliable than Hoffman, just based on the fact that he's pissed off and he wants to throw it through your bat every time he's in there. Like, that's the guy you need. You need a Chapman. You need a Sandman. You need those guys to come in and put a little fear into the other team. And I think Varland does it certainly more than Hoffman. So I don't know.
No, I agree with you, Jason. It's one of those things that it's just wild and crazy to the fact that of this thing, that thing, and what's going on. But to that point, there's some good things going on. There's some bad things going on. There's a reason I named this episode The Good, the Bad, and the Hoffman. So there's that. So just because it is Fan Appreciation Night, we have our first comment. I don't have anywhere near enough of 135 of you watching on Twitter right now doing this retweeting thing. There was only 2 entries so far, 11 minutes into this episode. Head over to our account, hit the follow button, hit that retweet for a chance to win this wonderful Blue Jays plaque. And our friend, Wrath of Rock, is saying that we need another Shorzy reference here, Mr. Lyons, to send us over the top like you did about the hating losing thing a million months ago for it. And what you got? You got anything?
Well, I mean, there's not a lot that are broadcast worthy for if there's any of the tender young children's ears that might come across. I mean, I think the one thing that the Jays could really, you know, benefit from, and especially their relievers, was just give their B a T. Like, I mean, if you watch Shorzy, you know what I'm saying. It's time to nut up or shut up. Like you got to get out there and start proving, to Liz's point, what gets you paid, you know, to be a specialty. You are a freak of nature. You are a specialist, and you need to prove to the people that paid you, as well as your teammates, that you're in it to win it.
Correct.
You know, and those 3 guys or 4 guys just don't look like they are right now. And I mean, you start talking about where are some of the guys that are gone, and can we bring them back? Or, you know, like Craig and I were talking just before we went on there about some of the guys that are sort of sifting their way through Buffalo right now, Ryan Baraki and a few other guys that, I mean, could come back and help the Jays. But at this point right now, you know, it's just one of those things where you almost need them to go up against a really, really, really good team. Because the Reds are okay, and like everyone they've been playing right now is sort of okay. They need the Yankees. They need something they really feel like it's on the line. Like, and I'm glad that there is a Yankee series coming up. Like, I mean, that is going to be a wildly important series. Same with they're playing the Sox too, aren't they? Like, I mean,
stressing, man.
It's nuts.
And wildly more important now that we're already losing this game in the second inning with Mr. Shane Bieber on the hill with a 3-0 cricket out number already. Bases loaded. Walked the third guy on. It's not a good time for Biebs right now, and it's not going to help them with his bullpen. Go ahead, Liz.
Yeah, Barrios had a night last night. I was like, come on.
Yeah.
And you can't go to the pen
Ryan
tonight.
Bruck, you can't save the pen.
No.
There's nobody there. There's no bullets in the gun in the pen tonight. Like, I mean, if this gets off the rails, even to like a 6 or 7-0, it's going to be a position player coming in. And they're just going to throw this one in the ocean. I mean, it's really hard, you know, and I feel like even when some of the starters are getting beat up, you almost have to leave them in a little bit, especially knowing that, you know, these closing games, you have to get a win. And I know Bieber's been hot. You know, but you know, not every pitcher is going to win every game. If it was that easy, you'd lock it up and win the World Series every year. So, I mean, I hope that, you know, is it still only 3-0? I mean, 3-0
so far.
3-0 is nothing. 3-0 is nothing in Major League Baseball right now, especially with the Jays. Like,
especially in the first inning.
Yep, it's if Bieber can set back in and give them 5 or 6 even, that's a huge win. And if they can keep it within a home runs distance or 2 home runs distance, you know they've got the horses to get there. It's just you know,
It's exactly it. It's the horses to get there. And unfortunately, we are also now having more horses we're going to have to get back because we are now 4-0 on a double by Novel Marte, of course, the one that beat us in the first game. So, don't they know this is fan night? They're killing me.
I know. They're killing us.
They're killing me here. Killing me, Smalls. So, but on that note, let's talk the pitching because the pitching has been 100% the Achilles heel. The Blue Jays are currently the worst bullpen in Major League Baseball over the last month. The dog days of summer are not the excuse. This is a 6.71 ERA bullpen over the month of August.
Brutal.
Cringe.
Yeah, it's bad.
Brutal.
So how do we fix it? I think is where we were kind of starting to dabble there a little bit. You do have the Trey Savages. You do have maybe some splinter of a chance that Manoah helps. But right now, I think your easy win is the fact that Ryan Baraki is kind of on this team, but it's only so much of a win.
Not a win, that's stupid, and it was a loss. And it's like we're trying to make that a thing. It's not a thing.
I agree, Liz. I just wanted to see you get lit up.
I keep thinking that there's got to be the interesting thing that I've always found with baseball is that there's always got to be somebody who's hungry enough on Buffalo to come back and want to come in as a reliever and want to win some games for the Jays. I know it's hard, and I know when you're pitching to guys that aren't of MLB caliber, sometimes you can feel like things are a little bit more dominant than they are. But I mean, you have to start putting it on the line and letting your manager in Buffalo know that I can go up there and I can do this. And showing them. But I mean, Ratha rocks right on it. 5 Cobb.
Yep, 5-0. Guy on second, 2 outs. Still Ellie De La Cruz at the bat.
That's good. He's super slow. He's like so.
Thank God he's been terrible in this series. At least if you have one bright spot, he's been bad. I think him and Vladdy, they laugh and joke too much, and I think he falls prey to some of that sometimes. But whatever.
Yeah, it's just so much fun. It's what horrible crazy is going on already. And the problem is you gotta let Bieber stay out there. Like you said, somebody's got to eat up the innings tonight, and it is technically too early too early. 49 pitches in, or 39.
Whoa.
39.
Okay, 39.
Sorry, it's very little on the screen because there's already too much going on in here. But Blue Jays fans keep blowing up the comments because obviously we're here venting with you, and we got an O's series coming up here to Mr. Michael Borland's piece here too. We got a series with Tampa coming up, and there's some light at the end of the tunnel, but to that point, Jackson Holiday hit a home run to lead off the game, and the O's won today, I think, too. So they're no slouch. They still want to win. It's not like we're in pushover category here. You can't play the Rockies every game. So it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, but it's hard, and none of it is easy. I mean, like the expectation of the Jays, making the playoffs and doing well in the playoffs is always tempered by the fact that they're in the American League East. I mean, it's a meat grinder. It's a terrible place to have to play baseball. I mean, it's steel sharpens steel, and usually the team that comes out of the AL East is one of the contenders basically every single year. But it makes it hard when you're trying to be probably a little bit bigger than your britches, and you just don't have some of those final pieces that make you the Dodgers or make you the Phillies. Yeah. But it's one of those things where the Jays just have to dig down deep. I mean, baseball's a weird game. You get a couple. This game will turn, quickly. And as we've seen, Cincinnati's bullpen is not much better than the Jays bullpen. They do like to give up home runs. Like they do like to throw balls middle and challenge you to try and hit them out. And, that's been happening a lot. It's a hot, humid night in Cincinnati, so the ball will be flying. And so, I mean, who knows? I didn't see who was pitching for the Reds, but it's one of those things where you're just like, you've just gotta keep pushing because these games are so important. Oh, you're on mute.
There's truth in your words.
Sorry, I was trying to get the actual this. There, I got it now. I got it. Hey, look at that. Now it's saying we got a contest going on all day, every day at the bottom. So, yeah, 264 of you in the chat. Greatly appreciate it. Let's hear some more of those comments and the whatnot out there. We can't be having all Wrath of Rock and Michael Borland and Jeremy rocking out this whole chat window for us, even though we're having fun with all three of you as always. Just saying. But
yeah, so Wrath of Rock just said, he's like, Zach Little is on the bump for the Reds. And so before I logged on or I was on this pod, I looked at my phone because the game started an hour early, and it was somebody was talking about Little, but it was spelled like Little, and I thought, oh my god, did they have to pull Bieber, and is Little in already? And then I was very happy that that wasn't the case.
Oh. But you're not wrong yet. There is that whole problem that Bieber is clearly having issues tonight with already at 40 pitches as the Blue Jays come up to the dish finally in the second inning. But it's just wild, the crazy that's going on here with the Blue Jays, and it's so contrasting because the pitching is having so many issues. And then you fly over to the other side of the diamond, the defense, as Jason had pointed out. We had the play of the week was actually Dalton Varsho running into the wall this past week, catching the ball. We have offense from our three main guys in the, everything right now. How George Springer didn't win AL Player of the Month is slightly ridiculous to me. I'm not digging Shea Langoliers hasn't had a awesome month. He has, but just ungodly numbers this month from George Springer. There was some stat that's been floating around over the last 46 days. There's only 2 players that have played as well as he has in that big of a span.
That is true.
And it was Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig. And that's some really good company to be in. Those are the only 2. So,
and it seems like every stat that he has from the last 50 days or whatever it is has that kind of stratospheric numbers beside it. Like every single thing they're talking about is just like absolute royalty of baseball. And so I find it's great for him. I remember, back a couple of months ago, we were talking about it's time to get rid of him. It's time to move on. Hopefully somebody takes him.
Spring training.
And for him to really turn things around and show what he's actually made of. I mean, his ability to hit the ball as a leadoff hitter is absolutely insane. I mean, it is nuts. Like, to go out there as the first hitter, having seen nothing from the guy, and what does he have? 62 home runs, leadoff home. I mean, it's an insane number. I think Ricky Henderson's the only person that's close, isn't he?
Ricky Henderson is the only one that has more leadoff home runs in Major League Baseball history.
Right. So
George
the 2
Springer.
of them are,
and it's slightly gapped. It's like 100 something because Ricky played for almost 3 decades,
4 million years. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it sucks when the offense is so good, like when they're all playing so well, and yet we just can't get 2 innings out of Little or 2 innings out of any of those guys in the middle, and then
4 pitches out of Hoffman.
Yeah. Then when they do stumble, and you get like Yayrod comes in and he had a couple of good innings, and then just pass it over to the bullpen, the rest of the bullpen, so they can poop all over it. It's just it's getting to be too much. And I love the fact to some level that Schneider is willing to stick with Hoffman and willing to back him, like he's his guy and all this other stuff. But I think you have to hit a point where you're like, okay, buddy, we can't do this anymore. And this is your one trick as a one-trick pony. Like, you're not a setup guy. You're not any of these other things. And you're not throwing, did Springer just hit a home run? I love the guy. Honestly,
on
God.
cue. It's like he was
man, I'm like 10 seconds behind you guys, so maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
Now you get to enjoy it.
Okay.
And be like glued to the TV.
This is how I saw the bat flip. Everyone's like, yeah, the bat flip. And I was like, I'm not there yet. And then I saw it.
Yeah, at least you weren't on like a 6-hour delay like I was for the bat flip, because I was at Motley Crue and Alice Cooper. And I had it recorded on the DVR. I had to make sure I was on media blackout writing for Jay's Journal. It was fucking wild.
Anyway, I agree. With Hoffman, it sucks because like it's like now it's not the time that we're gonna stick with like that we want. Like I know we want to stick with him to work out his shit, but like this is a worst time, man. Like
worst.
And there's nowhere to test it. There's nowhere, like, I mean, you can send him down to Buffalo and see if he can get his velo cranked back up or to see if he can hit his spots again, but it's not the same. You're not facing, you're not facing MLB hitters that are playoff hungry. And then when that, if the Jays, God, just think about, we're saying this now, if they make it to the playoffs this year, is he ready to take that on? I mean, it's 10 times the pressure and, they're even hungrier. So, I mean, it seriously limits the amount of mistakes that you can make. And I think maybe going back and looking a little bit, Hoffman got away with a few mistakes. I feel like there was certainly some long fly balls that
a few
maybe had the wind been blowing a different direction or a roof been on or off. It maybe, but
that's baseball.
Yeah. And you keep watching all the shows and stuff like that, and they're talking about how well Kirk and Springer and all these other guys are doing, and it sucks to watch it and just be like, just one or two guys, just not pulling the rope. And I know they're trying. I mean, it's
bullpen right now, and then the starting pitchers we saw with Barrios. We're seeing what we're dealing with tonight already, but apparently we do have a consolation prize from our buddy. The Red Sox are also getting their ass chewed up.
So. I hate that. Like instead of us focusing on what we're winning, it's like, fuck, we're watching. Hoping they lose. It's just the worst.
Hey, take your wins where you can get them, Liz.
I know. I'm gonna celebrate everything, but like I also was super bummed. Man, that Bo come back home run the other day. I think it was on Sunday.
It was so nice.
It was such a great magical thing. And then poor Bo got bullpenned.
Yeah. So Michael's got a good
what the vibe
one
is after that. Like, what is the vibe anyway?
Yeah. So what do you guys think of Hoffman is doing wrong? What is the difference between his pitches now and in April, basically? And to me, it's all about location. We saw it starting to go on him in the Dodgers series when Fluharty had to come in and bail his butt out. He's missing the plate, and they're smart enough to wait for one that actually goes over the damn plate, and then they're teeing up on it. When it's going 100 straight, Major League Baseball players can hit it, and they're finding a way to do it. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm gonna go, and then Jason can, because he actually knows things about this. But when I'm watching it, when I'm at a game, all right, and when I'm shouting at my television, I feel like if the first two pitches he can't locate in the strike zone, we're cooked. It's like my vibe is like if he throws two balls, I'm like it's gonna be a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think you're wrong. Like, I mean, if you look at the top closers in the league, like you look at the Durans and the Chapmans and all the rest of it, their first pitch is very rarely out of the strike zone, not ripped down Main Street. And the batter expects it. The batter expects it to be their best, hardest pitch coming out of the bullpen. Their arm is as hot as it's going to be. And, I mean, Chapman doesn't throw a lot of curveballs. Duran doesn't throw a lot of curveballs. I mean, why would you when you have the heat they have? And so for me, it's sometimes trying to get too cute. And if you watch some of the replays and stuff, he's not hitting the glove where Kirk or Heineman is set up. And again, that's the secondary part of the problem is your ego gets in the way sometimes. And you're like, well, I'm going to try and move this over just a bit and run it outside, even though, Kirk, who knows better, and the bench who knows better is saying, throw it inside. And, you throw it and it's 2 inches to the outside and it catches barrel and it's gone. I mean, it's a game. They don't joke about it being a game of inches. And, if you can't, and this is the hard thing for me, Hoffman has pitches that go both directionally and up and down horizontally.
Yep.
He's not throwing the horizontal breaking stuff right now because he's not super confident in it, but his left to right breaks are worse. So they're going away from the fastball. People know they are, and they're just sitting back on it. So they're not smashing his 100 his 100 cheds. They're smashing his other stuff because they know, just like you said, Liz, when he struggles, good pitchers just keep picking away. Good pitchers will walk two guys and they'll just keep picking away to get their spot, where he, ego aside, is trying to manufacture a strike. Maybe he was getting a slightly more loose strike zone earlier, and it's been known as the calendar gets closer to September, October, that the strike zone will shrink a little bit. They want hitters to hit, and they want base runners. So, I mean, he could be suffering from that too, and then trying to battle his way back into these matchups. But I mean, sometimes you got to watch, like watching what's his name the other night with the bases loaded just come in, and he was like, "Screw it, I'm just going to pitch the way I pitch, and it should get us out of here. Don't you worry." And
let's go.
Hoffman's not doing that. Hoffman's like, I'm going to get this guy out rather than rely on you guys. So
I wonder how much of it is actually that he just feels he has to strike everybody out. You see it. How many times when he has picked up a save, he gotten all 3 strikeouts all on his own. And it's happened a good amount of times this season. And the other fun thing that we're getting into this time of year, pitchers are usually having the favor in the beginning of the season. It takes time for batters to get clocked up, team timing, all that kind of stuff. It's those pieces. Now everybody's in full form and they're crushing baseballs. And the other fun thing that happens this time of year, the ball doesn't move as much. So
by magic? Is it by magic?
It's by cold.
I'm pretty sure it's by magic.
It's that whole approaching 0 degrees thing that we all get to worry about here in the near future because of winter. Yeah. But it's just the unfortunate reality of it. That's why this game's played, and it's a marathon, not a sprint. The dog days of summer are officially over with as we are here on September 3rd. But the Blue Jays are in the put up or shut up time. This offense cannot take them through the promised land alone. We saw that flat out yesterday. The Reds were never out of that game yesterday, even though we won substantially with a lot of runs. That's what the offense had to do to overcome the pitching.
There's a part where my good friend Buck Martinez said something that scared the friggers out of me, and we were like,
earmuffs, children.
6 to 8, and he was like, "You can't score this many runs and lose this ball game."
Yeah, exactly. So it's super true. Right. Super true. I mean, you can't have your offense putting up numbers like that and losing. That's the Rockies. That's what the bottom feeders do. They can compete offensively with a lot of different teams, but I mean, you get to a point where if you get 8 runs in a major league game and you lose that game, something is wrong internally. And I mean, we've questioned a lot of things that Schneider's done over the years, and I'm starting to feel like the Hoffman, leaving him in and everything. I think that's been a mistake. I know you want to trust your guy and have him come back and get a win, but I mean, 2.5 games doesn't afford you that. 2.5 games doesn't allow you to start losing 3 or 4 in a row and just be like, he'll get through it. I mean,
we're not in that point.
Can't do it. You can't, if you're in the NHL and your goalie starts letting in goals, you can't leave him in there, and they don't. They switch and they go on to somebody else. And if that guy stays hot, then you go to somebody else. You stick with him.
Yeah.
But it's
Hoffman
one of those
gets out
things.
Of the third. Or not Hoffman, Bieber, I mean. Sorry, I just really ruined that because how bad it looked. So we're good. So, yeah, but on that note, like I said, there's just so many weird things going on. And this is the thing that's the difference between the Blue Jays in August and the Boston Red Sox in August. Adralis Chapman has not allowed a run in over a month.
I hate that man.
He looks like a skit. He looks like a scary dude right now.
He does. He's terrifying. Number one,
it's like he's 20 years old again. He's 37.
I remember I was watching the Red Sox play, and I was sitting in the Jays have a section above the opposing team's bullpen where you can sit right in front of the glass. It's a free $20 ticket, GA ticket. You can sit there to get there early enough. And that man is huge. He is so big. It's insane. Like,
it's not just tall. He's
big. He's the type of guy that if you saw him on the street, you're like, that guy's really big.
Don't fudge with that guy.
No. And I mean, new neck tattoos aside, I mean, I feel like he's been sort of reborn, and he's realized that his fastball is very hard to hit, and so rather than trying to become a different person, he's just relied on that, and he's just going to throw it till his arm falls off. He's got maybe a year on top of this, as still being this kind of level of workhorse, but
And he's already got guaranteed money for that for next season because the Red Sox extended him to be the closer for next season.
And why wouldn't
already.
you? I mean,
100%. I'd do it right now if I could steal.
Yeah, he hasn't given you any reason not to believe that he can do it for one more solid year. But I mean, it's such a weird, the league is weird right now. Like I don't know how much baseball you guys watch outside of the Jays. The league is strange right now. There's all kinds of weird anomalies going on with teams that were hot and teams that weren't or exploding. And, like you said, Craig, I feel like what we're starting to see now is because of the age that we're in and the video and all that other stuff. I feel like you hit a point in the year where no one becomes untouchable. Like this is the worst part for pitchers because everybody's seen their stuff a million times now. You're watching 100 videos on it. They've got that weird pitching machine that, replicates everybody's pitches. Like, there are no secrets anymore. Like Bassett might have 6 pitches, but he doesn't have a 7th one he can whip out, as a surprise. Oh, here's my knuckle slurve you've never seen before. Yeah. But,
insert your eliminator name here.
Eliminate the annihilator.
So I'm just going to put this one here because it's just funny when we were talking about Adrales Chapman and our buddy's got to be that guy. I am also only 5'9" too, you Wrath of Rock.
I'm also only 5'9".
Yes, I'm big. I'm the biggest person here.
No, I'm 5'5". I'm 5'5". So, but I'm big. I'm real big.
Yeah, but you always had that hat that's sitting just a little bit higher than everybody. Yeah. It adds a couple inches.
I'm a big man.
That's like in the movie Fletch when he says he's 6'6", 6'9" with the afro. Still one of the best. That's just such a great line.
That was when he was having a daydream with being basically Chamberlain, right?
Yeah.
Good times. So 322 of you in this wonderful episode that we are talking inventing apparently now, as the Blue Jays are currently losing 5-1. But I still have this. A couple more minutes. We're going to be giving this out. I have officially
Craig,
5 entries along with some of your that you need to give me names.
We have 12. We have plus people retweeted on mine, so we have 12 entries.
Let's go, people.
Names, that's the problem. So you're going to send them to me. Text them to me in the private chat, please. If that's not what you're doing.
What do they have to do, Craig? They got to go to Twitter and they got to retweet. Follow us and retweet.
And follow. And they have a chance to win this. Right now, it's going to be a very, very good pool for the Duck Race. You have a very good chance of getting in here. 325 of you tonight. It's our first in-show giveaway. It's the first one we've actually ever done. We've done giveaways before, but I've never done one like this. So it's going to be a fun time. Live. Back in action. So I wanted seeing we've been talking about other baseball teams and these things, that thing. I'm trying to get the clip up, Jason, but you and I had a lovely talk this afternoon about a god-awful mess going on with the Houston Astros. That this is the difference between, regardless of where we are, all these things going on, that is, in my opinion, why the Blue Jays will fight out of it. This is just completely demoralizing kind of like level stuff to me for a team like the Houston Astros. And this is honestly something that just could wreck a locker room. If you have not seen Valdez's pitch to Cortez, I'm going to play it here in a sec, but go ahead, Jason.
Let's be clear to everybody. And we have a lot of good baseball minds that are out there in watching and all of the rest of it. This is below high school bullshit. This is one guy on a team who thinks he's better than the team and the rest of the guys. And to do this in an MLB game, it's embarrassing, absolutely embarrassing. The catcher tells him not to throw it. Don't throw the pitch. I feel like they know what's coming. Please don't throw the pitch. That's for you, those of you at home. If your catcher's doing this, step off.
Maybe don't do it.
And then he pipe
or at a minimum, at least execute the pitch, because that thing was a meatball.
And then
right down home plate.
Bombs one right down Main Street, crosses him up, and hits his own guy, his own catcher, the guy who keeps this guy in the game, makes him look good all game long, works his butt off, and this guy's got the nerve to cross him up and rip one, and then look him turn around, not even look. Like, doesn't even look back, just like, give me the ball. You're like,
does him dirty.
I can't even. See, now, here's what we do. We talk about the power of other teams sucking, and what happens? Kirky on the flip, 5-3 Reds.
There it is.
Here we go.
There it is, Kirky. But
What?
I just can't imagine.
That's a game.
But
that's a ball game.
Yeah, that's a
Let's
ball
go.
game. Speaking of unsung heroes for this Blue Jay team, Kirky.
Oh my God!
Kirky.
So,
Kirky.
I was listening to MLB Tonight, MLB Weekly, MLB something.
Yep.
And what they were talking about is if there was an award that was given out as the most unsung, MVP for the year, they were rhyming off some of the players they thought would get it, and their agreement was American League wide was Kirk, like as your unsung hero, as the guy who's just absolutely putting it in every day. And they were talking about on the broadcast, the Jays broadcast, they were talking about he cuts off his summer, his between season vacation a little bit, and he goes and sees this hitting coach. Now he goes and starts working out and doing all these other things.
Yeah.
He then comes back, spends a little bit more time with the wife and the kids, and then a kid, I guess, and then heads back to training camp even more ready to go. I found it interesting that during the week he doesn't take live BP. He will start the week with live BP, and then he takes T. He only hits T. Now, I have it on pretty good information that some of the best hitters in the league ever, some of them never took live BP, which to me is insane. Or if they did, they took, 9 or 10 swings, and it's crazy. But Michael Borland, I love you, buddy, but Kirk is a much better catcher than Cal Big Dumper. I mean, the guy's,
I'd say so.
He's a one-trick
Dumper has
pony
obviously
right
got
now.
the offense.
He's just hitting home runs.
He's got 2 tricks. He's got a big arse, and he hits home runs.
And he's got giant, a great nickname.
Dingers.
Great nickname. Yeah, and
Dude, imagine making the MLB and then having Big Dumper as your nickname. Like, it's fun when you get into it, but at the start you should be like, damn.
Missed opportunity to have something even more cool, right?
I'm just
the funnier thing is on Players Weekend, he had a blast with the bat that he had. I don't know if anybody saw the one. It had Big Dumper, and it's like big dumps, big home runs, or something like that. Was on the bat.
I mean, it's. I like a guy.
Fun.
Have you guys seen the commercial where he? I think he hits a ball and it breaks a window like 1,000 yards away. I can't remember what the commercial's for, but it might be for that Black Rifle coffee or something like that. It's quite funny though. Now that advertising didn't work. I didn't remember that.
There you go. Okay, Rafa Rock has a question for me. Would I rather have Big Dumper or Fat Ass McGee? And you know what I'd rather be?
Hey, people are going to remember me if I'm called Fat Ass McGee. Just saying.
No, I mean, just like I would go Fat Ass McGuire because like it's closer to my name. But I like a good Fat Ass. I just watched Stand By Me 2 nights ago, where there's a character called Lardass who throws up everywhere at the state fair in a story of the character. But yeah, I mean, Big Dumper is a little bit too I don't know. I would say abstract. Like, let's go just like huge ass. That slaps.
You guys remember The Simpsons? Do you guys remember The Simpsons? It's one of my favorites. When Bart calls and asks for huge ass, and he's there.
Yeah.
Bart's like, "I'm sorry, sir. This is just a kid's prank gone wrong." And he's like, "Better not next time."
That was an early one too. Right on. Yeah. Anyway, so that's my point of view.
IP freely.
Yeah. Oh, another good one.
Oh, too funny. So, Liz, thank you very much for forwarding those ones over to me. Keep them
coming.
There was
a new one. Somebody just retweeted. We have some new.
Get some
just type them up for me. Send them over. Get those thumbs working.
Okay.
So
okay,
I lost count of how many we actually officially have in here, and the duck race will top out at 100. Just everybody.
Greg, do you need the name or just the Twitter name?
I need the Twitter thing because that's how I'm going to turn around and message the wiener.
And that's all that matters is just your Twitter name, nothing else. Not your government name.
Not your Big Dumper.
Not your Big Dumper. We should do a show one time on best sports names ever. We could start with baseball. There's some really good ones. And then it's funny, like even Wrath of God or Wrath of Rock saying, the Butts Wagner. I mean, back in the day, people just gave themselves names. Like, I mean, like.
Oh, I tried to give myself the nickname Boner McGuire, and it never stuck. I really tried out for Boner McGuire, and it didn't.
She's walking behind crowds going, "Did you see what Boner McGuire is up to?"
I don't know. Like, I put it in
Boner McGuire over there.
I couldn't. It just didn't take off. It didn't take off.
Here we are live, 45 minutes and 343 of you in the chat. We're having a great time here on the Jaybird Watching Podcast. The wonderful fun that is the barroom chat that we're here. So I'm just going to be like, cheers, everybody, because this has been a fun one. Shenanigans have been had on the wonderful fun.
Liz, were you a big Growing Pains fan? Is that where it came from?
Well, no, we all know Boner from Growing Pains. Like, yeah. But like, I just the word boner is one of the things funny. The act of boner is funny. All of the things funny.
Yeah.
Boners are funny.
You got. So
and like, you don't expect it to be like
the comments
a
are
girl.
going wild now.
Anyway, Craig, I put more names in the private chat there.
Yep, I got them there for you, Liz. I'm got it.
Thank you for making it easy for my guy. Cousin Reese.
I got Mish. Thank you, Mish.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Mish beers.
So we're having a great time, but this is a ball game. 3-5 currently going into the top of the fourth.
I like your disrespect there. I like your disrespect there by saying 3-5.
Yeah.
Screw you, Cincinnati. It's 3-5.
We're losing. Come on, this is like volleyball rules, right?
The
you always say your team
until
first.
Craig turned on the whole city of Cincinnati.
Hey,
your chilling sucks.
They have the Great American Ballpark. You can't have it all.
We should have called our ballpark. We should call our ballpark that the Greater American
Great Canadian,
ballpark.
The Great Canadian Tomato Can.
Yeah. No, that's closer to what the Rangers Stadium looks like. The Kentucky Fried Grill or the Texas Grill or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
It literally looks like a grill one before you open the lid up.
There was an article in the Toronto Star this week about how they should give the Sky Dome its name back, which is a movement, and we had our buddies from Dave Steve today speak about their kind of efforts to get more recognition for Dave Steve and get him in the Hall of Fame, etc. And I think, that's something I would like to see is more steam behind bring back the name Sky Dome. And I saw somebody say, like, well, why wouldn't they call it Rogers Sky Dome? And it's because no one would ever say the word Rogers. You still call it Sky Dome.
It almost had to be like something like if they wanted to keep the Rogers name thing in it, it'd be like kind of like what they do in Nat Bailey, right? It's Rogers Field at Nat Bailey, right?
Yeah, no, but they wanted the name. They wanted you to say the name Rogers. So they didn't want Rogers Sky Dome. They want the Rogers Center. Anyway, one can hope.
I agree.
Yeah, I love the name Sky Dome. I mean, I think it's something you can incorporate. Like, still, if it wants to be, Roger, it's, if they want to leave the name Rogers, it's in there. But you could still call it the Sky Dome, or they could call it the Sky Dome at Rogers Center or something like that. I've seen that work in other cities. Like, the Coliseum in Oakland, they always called it that. And I believe it had many different terrible sponsors. It would have had to been. That place was a toilet. The Coliseum brought to you by Taco Bell. It's I don't know, man. I don't know if people, like Nat Bailey Stadium, the beautiful stadium we have here, changed names this year. And I don't know that anyone even noticed it. Like, if I was to say to my friends, I'm going to go to Scotia Park, they'd be like, what? And I'd be like, oh, Nat Bailey. And they're like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I know that.
They thought maybe
that's like
taken over by a bot. But there's you guys are in Toronto right now, but there's another stadium in Toronto called the Rogers Stadium. And the Rogers Stadium is way, 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 way across town from the Rogers Center. And so what's happening is people have been thinking that they got tickets to Oasis or some show at the Rogers Center. But by the time I find out they're the wrong venue, man, you're missing that concert. So anyway, Rogers, we get it.
Gallagher brothers are already in full fist fight at that point.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. We already know, Rogers, you own all of Toronto sports and apparently all of Toronto stadiums. So maybe mix it up a little.
Yeah, a little bit. And then isn't there another Rogers Center closer to your side of the country too? Why do I?
Well,
why
Rogers
do I feel
Arena.
Like the Oilers,
the Canucks play at Rogers Arena.
Yeah.
And there's I think because it used to be Rexall. I think they call it Rogers Place in Edmonton.
Yeah.
Rogers owns everything. Let's call.
Oh, I'm not knocking. I get that.
and also, thank you, Rogers, because we probably wouldn't have as a robust as of sporting landscape as we do. Like, we've known for a couple of years now, the Canadian sporting landscape gets the shit kicked out of it every couple of years, especially with any strike or anything like that. And it's it's one of those things where Rogers, be them good, bad, or indifferent. If you feel like you're paying too much for your cell phone, then, maybe you don't like the Jays, fourth set of jerseys. I mean, that's what we're talking about, like we're talking about, just because, so.
No, you get a green TD logo on the side of your Blue Jays jersey instead of anything that is relevant in level of color to the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
So,
True.
or you could be like the Seattle Mariners had to have the biggest Nintendo
Big
ad
Nintendo,
on the side of their damn thing.
big. It like misshapes the sleeve. But man, my nephew loves Nintendo and he loves that patch.
I bet he does.
It works then. It works. Right?
Yep.
Kids like
advertising. So, but yeah, here's what it is. So, non-Jays related comment. I can't read it.
Leave it out.
Yeah, no.
I will say one thing. So, okay, I work for the Ted Rogers School of Management. Hi, I do. And because Ted Rogers owns half of this place I work for, right? So I work for the Ted Rogers School of Management. And when they were jobbing, I was asked, why am I muted? There we go.
You guys all good?
How's I muted? Okay, sorry, yeah. So I work for the Ted Rogers School of Management, and when I was asked during my interview if there was anything on my Twitter I should disclose, I had to be like, well, no.
Yeah, I think we're losing Liz.
Yeah. Ted Rogers.
There you are, and you're not robotic anymore. Welcome back.
Interview, Ted Rogers Management. They asked me if there's anything I had to disclose on my Twitter, and I had to say well, I did threaten to saw the head off the statue of Ted Rogers last week, and they were like, but
that's just a Simpsons
so.
episode.
You didn't show your boobs or anything like that.
No, they were just like, it's not racist. So
you had nothing racist and no boobs, right? No, you're all good then.
Yeah, I was like, okay, thanks.
She was paying an homage to that Simpsons episode where they saw the head off Jebediah.
No, but actually, I got texts about that because somebody in Toronto had threatened to saw the statue head off, and the cops came. And so I got all of these warnings from people just being like, Liz, you have to be careful. You have to be careful.
Craig.
Anyway, and then the guy reached out to me. His cops came.
So don't record this part.
No. The guy who's actually when the cops showed up, when he made the tweet that he was going to throw the Ted Rogers statue in Ontario after they traded Bautista or something like that, or they were threatening to. They came and anyway, it was a whole rigmarole of him and the police. Anyway, Ted Rogers, let's go.
Now, Liz, do you think that small audio anomaly is because you're back in the weird haunted house again? Or, I mean, I feel like I feel like that was just
EVP.
a ghost. That was a ghost passing through you.
You know what's funny is that I'm on Rogers' internet right now, and I'm in a household where somebody does work for Rogers.
Well, there you go. Maybe that was the ghost of Ted reaching out to say, don't
badmouth the monopoly.
Yeah, don't talk badly about the monopoly. Ted, we love you. We love you, baby.
Ted, we love you.
Monopoly's just a game.
We love your statue.
They were trying to look at Wrath of Rock. They were trying to silence Liz. They need more than the fly noises to do that, buddy.
Yeah. That's why we just gave her a microphone and a place to put her feelings.
There we go. All right, we're getting there.
Game on. So 373 of you in the live chat right now. We are getting closer and closer to the giveaway for this. So I'm going to call it the 5-minute warning here as we're going to do the picks the click, I think, first while we're hanging out. Unless there is a topic the two of you would like to rant on other than the Rogers Center.
I would like to mention as an aside, there's Troy Lyons. He had to work late.
Troy
Lyons.
Hey,
Cousin Troy.
Hey, Troy.
I do think it's worth mentioning, that Shohei did hit his 100th home run. I mean, Liz and I were joking, about this, and he's an absolute unit. He is an anomaly. He, you can joke about, Babe Ruth being the similar athlete. Nope. I often feel like he could, throw a ball, hit it, get on, and then steal on himself, all without the ball ever, being in anyone else's hands. But, good for him. Try to keep from gambling, buddy, if you can. If you're Shohei, I know you watch. I know you're a big fan. And ever since Planegate, you've really been glued to the old Jaybird watching. But,
yeah.
Good kudos to him for being an amazing baseball player. Incredible baseball player.
Really, really cool stuff. So just to clarify, is Michael Borland is wondering why he can't sign up. He's like, already follows. Go over to our Twitter account, bud. The horrible thing that Elon likes, but we still have way too many Jays Nation people on. And so, give us a follow and a retweet of the thing that is pinned to our profile at Birdwatching GC. It's kind of like up here, I think, up on the top, the social media piece above my head. So, yeah. On that note, I agree. Shohei is a spectacle of all spectacles in the baseball world, and something that has been, not done in ages. So every little milestone feels like a massive accomplishment in Major League Baseball to keep going with.
Yeah.
Truth.
Otherwise, what do we got to do for a comeback here? Should I go get a rally hat?
Is it time for a rally hat yet? But it's bad.
Should have bought the full chicken.
The 42.
No, do you want me to show it here, Liz? I can show you. Do I have a hat? Quick. If I've got a hat, reach it. I have a really good rally hat that you can do without doing damage to your hat. Hold on.
There we go. I'll do like a side.
Yeah.
All right. So
just gonna show the line on my head.
That's a good one. That's a really good one there.
Yeah.
Big ups to Birdman bats. If you're looking for a good wood bat, Birdman bats are excellent bats. So this is one of my favorites. You put it on.
Oh, because my favorite my rally cap is I crank it.
I also really like this one. This is high quality. Another, really.
How about just go completely inverted here and just go
like that? Yeah, you look like Zach Morris.
Oh, geez, shark fin.
Or this
shark
is another
bait.
one. I had this one work at a Vancouver Canadians game where you go.
Oh yeah, see, my favorite rally cap is when I turn it on. I turn it inside out, but then all of my good game hats are all broken in that way.
Nate's gone, or Jason's gone full wrestler here.
Yeah, I like when I bring someone new to a game and then they see me put on a funny hat and they think I'm just being goofy, and then they turn around and there's more people wearing funny hats.
Everybody doing.
It's a movement.
The question is, how many beers to wear that for a whole show like a shark fin, Liz?
Shark fin day? We can do shark fin
day. If only true rally. You don't waste the rally cap on.
Yeah, shark fin.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to my good one. My one that works.
Thanks, cousin Troy.
Yeah, brother Troy's in the show now, or cousin Troy, whatever.
I'll see him at the family reunion and shake his hand.
Maybe he'll have a nice new plaque.
Maybe he will. I mean, if he wins it, it's not rigged. I mean, he is a family member and everything, but
appreciate it, bud. So on that note, let's talk picks to click, because Liz, last week while you were gone, Dalton Varsho snuck into the guest spot and basically tied it up in the basement with me. Liz, I don't think you know who we probably picked. I'm gonna just list these names off, and you're gonna pick one. I have a strange feeling I might know who you're gonna pick.
No, you don't.
We're gonna go with it. All right. So anyway, Dalton Varsho, Nathan Lucas, George Springer, Alejandro Kirk.
I'm gonna Springer.
Jason with the win. I kind of set you up for that one, Liz. But we gave you a good pick when you were here just a little bit.
What's going on with Vladdy? Like, what is up?
He's still batting 300.
Yeah, I mean I think that's the thing that people are baffled by. They're like, oh, Vladdy's struggling, and then his stat line comes up, and you're like, oh, he's really not struggling.
He's still in the top 10 batters in all of the American League, but don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean I feel like our expectations are quite high of young Vladimir, and so I don't think I've ever called him.
There was some stat I saw. I'll see if I can find it, but it was there's only 3 batters in Major League Baseball that have hit the ball over 110 miles an hour this baseball season. There was 2 Blue Jays out of those 3. Vladdy being one. Does anybody know the other one?
I think it was Varsho, wasn't it?
I believe you are correct. I'm looking for it. It was either him or for some reason I think it was Bam Bam Barger.
Yeah, it was like Barger.
Isn't Stanton the other guy?
Shohei Ohtani.
Hey.
Oh, sorry, I was wrong. It was O'Neal Cruz was the third one, but the comment section says that it was over 120 miles an hour. So it's a little more than that. So, but anyways, when we get brother Jason back, he's got to make somebody a pick here.
Sorry,
Jason.
That was
picks to click. Your pick.
That was my agent. That was my agent at the door. I'm getting called up to the bigs. They do it in person now, which is
calling
weird.
in the lefty.
Yeah, calling in the well, I'm a righty, but yeah,
righty. The other righty. The other.
Okay, lefty. So I won last week, didn't I? Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's your pick.
So I'm gonna stick with my seemingly winning formula right now, and I am gonna go with Kirk.
Kirk. All right, Liz, your pick.
I'm going with Vladdy because that's what I want to do today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not picked in a month Alejandro Kirk, but you took him already, so you suck.
Yeah, you can take Bichette. I mean, terrible. You got terrible options with Bichette and Springer. Jeez Louise.
The funny thing is, I have not taken Springer since week.
It feels good.
2.
It feels good to cheer for him, Craig.
That? How does that not? I don't get it. That just means that because I pick last every week, I got him already.
Do you remember every time I took Kevin Kiermaier last year? That's what it feels like when you're watching Springer all week long, and you're like, "Yeah." I'm like, he is just kicking it in his ass. It's like,
yeah. So
five. Let's go.
Yeah. So on that note, I got to pick one for the guest spot. So seeing you thought we had Brother File on tonight, should we give him somebody better? Oh, it is gone. Nice. I'm delayed. How the fudge did that happen?
Was it Barger?
Bam Bam.
Was it Bam Bam?
Bam Bam.
Oh, my computer's so damn slow. Screw you, Rogers.
Damn you, Rogers Internet.
He'll come for you. He'll come for you in the night.
Yes. Now we're all going to get buzzed out now as we have 400 people in the live chat now. So just what it is. That sounds about like our luck on this show. So according to the normal default rules of the guest position or somebody not being around, it would be either Andres Jimenez or Nathan Lukes for the guest spot.
Let's just pick somebody fun. Let's pick somebody fun.
You want to pick somebody fun? Go for it.
Let's go off.
He just hit a home run. Should I just go Barger?
Yeah, he's cute.
Go Barge?
Sure. Why not?
Game on.
Sure.
He's been heating up. All right. It's official. So, Liz, do you have any last-minute entries for me?
They're in the private chat. Cousin Troy didn't retweet, but let's get him in there.
I got him in there.
He said he gave a follow on Twitter. Give it to him.
Yeah. Why am I getting?
Well, I mean, let's call a spade, though. We're hoping, Troy, that you do retweet it on Twitter. We know you're massive following the Lions family. We need to bring them into the fold. Yeah. I'd like to have as many Lions as possible in the chat.
Mm-hmm. So I'm finalizing things up. How long I'm going to do this for a minute.
Are we going to find out on live?
Yes, we are going to find out live. I'm going to make this a minute.
Can you play the duck thing?
Oh, I'm playing the duck thing here in a sec. Just give me a minute. We got ducks on the pond.
Right. We'll dance a little bit. Did you see that Michelle said she can't call him Bam Bam? I'm not sure if that's just a childhood, some trauma from childhood or Flintstones related, or
perhaps, yeah.
There was a Flintstone vitamin incident. All right, Steve.
All the other ones were good except for the purple Bam Bam ones and Dino.
All right, so Jason, seeing he's got my clear shenanigans level going on here, he's got it. We got the duck here going on.
Yes.
So that's where we're going, party people. We are going to the actual duck race here. So I got to get the right window up. So this is something I stole from selfishly, because it was funny. I had to do it. My friends at We the Hobby here in Rochester, New York, this is what they do to settle ties for card breaking. They bring up the duck race. So everybody's got a duck. Everybody's there that has given us a wonderful retweet and a follow and all that kind of good stuff. I'm gonna get this going.
This is electric. I hope when we send this out, we can make this be about 4 seconds long, so it looks like the ducks are just absolutely blazing across the water.
Everybody that got into the chat here has got their Twitter handle is up as a foot. I'm gonna hit the shuffle button a few times. Just so there's fair for everybody. I have no idea who's winning. Nothing. You're seeing the exact screen I'm seeing. And we're off.
Oh, you even get the horn to go.
This
Now,
is great.
people, if you see your duck getting out to a lead early, don't I've watched this before. Very rarely, like number 13.
So Neil W.R.
Neil.
Rhodes running out to the
Neil,
in the front. Cody Bros.
If I had to pick somebody right now, I'd be looking at that Andrew Nova 33. Oh, Troy Lyons is in the weeds.
Oh, I'm hating these people, freaking certain duck types here.
We could I think we could call horse races. We got Hoop Hearted coming around the last turn.
Man, he's really
his mother was a mother. His mother was a mother.
Smelled the featherberries. It looks like we got the Bobby up in front here with Mish going, what am I thinking? So, uh-oh. Rhodes is coming back. Calvary.
Well, here we go.
Is Rhodes going to take the
look at 13's going to prove me wrong.
Boom.
Oh!
Boom. Neil Rhodes with the win.
Proving me wrong, Neil. Sorry, buddy.
Neil, if you're still listening, I promise I'm going to be messaging you right after the show here, and you will be, crowned the prize as everything goes here. So just to officially put it out, because that was a little bit of a tail of the tape here. There you are, number one.
Where'd I go?
So what kind of cheeky, fun shenanigans we can have here while we drink beer and yell at the Blue Jays TV as we now take the lead.
What? Let's go. Thank you, Wrath of Rock. You better not be lying. Come on.
Oh, Vladdy.
So, no, he's
Look
not
at Michelle
lying.
Vladito.
Let's go.
See, it's all coming up Blue Jays now.
It's
all this. It's all rally cap.
Now.
Liz, you cannot move that hat now. It is now officially
No. The rally cap's come off.
shark.
The rally cap. We come from behind. We have rally.
Good voodoo.
The hats.
Michelle, I told you, thin air, hot night, Cincinnati. That ball wants to get out of there. That ball does not want to stay in that stadium.
So first things first. Obviously, if you guys want to mention anything, we have almost 400 people in the chat, literally too shy of that right now, as we had a fun fan appreciation episode, or the Unfiltered Jays talk tonight, and it was a good time. Anything else you guys want to add?
Great time.
No, nothing, man.
You go ahead, Liz.
Okay, I'll be at some games next week, and if anybody sees me in the round, always say what's up, high five. That's it.
Yep. And I'm working on trying to figure out how to get my butt up there before the end of the season to hang out with Liz. For $900 tickets the last week.
We've actually had some chit chats about the possibility of did they just hit another one? Barger and Vladdy go back to back? Oh, okay. Yeah. I think the greatest thing, and I talk about this with my friends all the time, is we're three idiots that talk about the Blue Jays. And for you guys to take an hour out of your week every week it's a big deal. It means a lot. I mean, Craig has started this as a labor of love, 6 years ago now, buddy. Is it 6 years?
We were in depression.
Yeah. Lord. So, I mean, for you guys to stick
Jason,
around.
I got this. 477 episodes.
There it is, 477. I mean, it's incredible. And like I talked to my friends, and I've got a friend of mine who's an actor who's going to come on in a couple of weeks here, and we were kind of bullshitting about it. And he's like, "Well, how many people do you guys get?" I'm like, we get between 300 and 500 live. And he's like, "You get what?" I mean, comparatively, I was in radio for a long time, and I know, to get people to listen to something for an hour live, or even to listen to it after, like my friends Jamie Lawson and all the other guys that extend their days and listen to what we're doing. I mean, it's phenomenal. Thank you guys so much. We love to do it, and
she's not wrong, because she's watching it on YouTube. Most of the people that are watching currently right now are on Twitter because of our wonderful little duck race.
So, and we have a lot on what's the other one? The
Instagram usually does
pretty
bunch,
good. Yeah, but it's
we're on
cool.
every platform you can easily think of right now. So
Liz is the only real famous one out of the whole bunch of us, and now sometimes Craig and I feel like we're pretty cool too.
I stand by that. If I could trade and lift you up,
did you just slam us secretly on that one? I that's right. I'm on a pedestal.
No, I hold you up.
Yeah, we'll remember that, Liz.
How many beers? So
just one.
Anyway.
But in my point of view, you're above me. I don't know if I'm above you. I'm trying to.
Now I just feel like I should duck race that and just shuffle this stuff around just to mess with everybody.
Anyway, but
All right,
yeah.
kids.
How much fun we can
Go
have.
Jays.
So thank you, everybody. Go Jays. We're going to go watch the end of this game and hopefully watch a epic comeback here because this was a fun one. Thank you for listening. And Neil, congratulations. We will make sure we message you here after the show so you can tell me where the hell to send this thing. Last gift we sent to Puerto Rico. Just saying. Woo. So cheers, everybody. Have a great day. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Go Jays.
Thank you for listening to the Jay Bird Watching Podcast. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch at BirdwatchingGC and our YouTube channel. If you want to support the show and get extra content, please consider donating to our Patreon at patreon.com/birdwatchinggc. Go Jays, go.
Woo!